scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Catch is made in close. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Walker reaches the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks make it a one-score game before halftime. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback. There's 35 seconds to go in the half as they are ready to begin their drive. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. To the left and hauled in by Kelsey. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Seahawks pick it up.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's at a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Smith. Bails out of the pocket quick. Now here he goes. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
From the 16. Looking touchdown, but can't connect.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is, if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Smith back to throw. Gets this to Fant. And this is down all the way to the 3. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Looking to throw, Smith. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle! Seahawks earn the chance to tie before halftime. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Point after up and good for Myers. And the Seahawks tie things up at 14. Well, Brock Martin, a touchback. This kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20. Here comes the final play of our first half. He's back to throw. He's on the move. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. From his own end zone, here we go. They stop him right as he gets up past the 15. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
This is Walker on second. No one around. He's got space. Along this sideline past midfield. Along this sideline inside the 25. There it is. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take the lead right away in half number 2. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw Mahomes. That's complete, Isaiah Pacheco. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
I don't know about you, Kate, but I think somebody's auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he could do that coming out of the backfield, imagine the damage he could do if they sent him out into one of those spots out wide.
Throwing on first down, Mahomes. Hauled in by Rice. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down. Play action, Mahomes. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So that brings up 2nd down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Back to the air, Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense up to the line fast. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're 1st and 3. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. And the Seahawks adding an extra DB here. Third down coming. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Rick Woolen with the INT. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
He was looking DK Metcalf's way there. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Back to the air, it's Smith. Complete over the middle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
First and 10 now. Here's Smith. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. And it sets up second down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
And again, it's Smith. Pass taken in by Lockett. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
So critical, Kate, on those receiver screens to get that ball out with great precision. You don't want that receiver thinking about anything but navigating the blocks in front of him. That's well done by everybody.
They give up the gut to Walker. And he's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. This is the end of the third quarter. It's the Seahawks with it, currently with a not quite so comfortable lead. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 41. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. The play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First down, Smith to throw. He'll get this one to Brown. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Seahawks leading by 7. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the gun, Smith. Has it down close. It's a Seattle touchdown.